feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the
Yo, 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 yo!
only you.
It's about time I go live. I feel like it's dark in here. Hello! Oh god. I had my volume jammed up on my earbuds. Holy cow, I just put them in. I was like, whoa! Hear them across the room. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, boy. That boy ain't right. Hello! My microphone's way up there. Because I just shove it out of the way when I don't want it in my way, you know? I'll tell you what. It's been a game changer to have a boom, like a boom, an arm, a microphone arm. I mean, I've had it for a while now. But it's been a game changer ever since I pulled the trigger and got an arm. I never know where to put it, you know, in terms of like on the desk or whatever. But it's nice that I don't have it just like on a stand. What I used to do when I was like streaming just a few years ago, I had the little stand the microphone came with, and I would just have it like smack in front of me, and I would just kind of like hug around it, and I'd talk to it down here or whatever. And anytime I'd hit the desk or move anything, you could always hear it like clicking and moving around, and you can probably still hear it when I hit the arm or whatever. But having it floating, giving me more arm space, has always been just terrific. The only thing I need to do now for the ultimate arm space situation is I need to ditch the wired the wired buds and go to like wireless buds. The reason I like the earbuds instead of headphones is because you can't really wear your headphones over or under this hat. And I've experimented with going hatless, but I feel like it's a different vibe when I go hatless. I feel like I'm two different people. Hat Mo and no hat Mo are like two different people. Regardless, that's like, well, all I'm missing is like some wireless or something. I don't like going wireless because sometimes you get like weird latency things where they're like, you know, maybe the audio's not quite right, or maybe if you got two buds, so you got the two ears and one's off or something, or the battery dies or whatever. All the time when I was like running, when I was doing like my jogging. So like exercise type stuff. I don't like really hit the gym, but like exercise stuff or running or whatever. I like the Bluetooth stuff because then you've got full range motion and things like that. If I'm playing just like music on my phone, I don't even wear any earbuds. I just blast music out of my phone. But then again, I'm not usually listening to music in public on my phone. It's just if I have music playing on my phone around the house or whatever. I find it like, I've done it before, but I find it weird to go like shopping or whatever with music playing in my like on my own phone or whatever. It's like I like to hear what's going on around me. You know what I mean? There are people that go like out and like they're shopping or, you know, on a bus or whatever, and they've got the headphones on and they're doing their own thing. I feel like that's distracting, even though it's probably like the whole point of it is to distract you from whatever else everybody else is doing. I don't know. The musics were overlapping. Yes, they were. They absolutely were. I was on the case. Mo was on the case. Could you imagine if we just started playing the game with two musics overlapping each other? We've literally done that before. We have accidentally done that before, where it's like, oh, there's two musics playing. Absolutely, I've done that before. Hey, Derek, welcome to the stream. Just getting, what is this? Oh yeah. Why is that here? I don't know. I don't remember why I have saved to my like OBS. Like it's muted, like it's like hidden, it's invisible. But I just have a giant Junko right here. I don't remember why I don't know why I have her. Why do I have a Junko? haven't deleted her. She's just there. She's always there. Even when you think she's not there, she's always there. Watching. Always watching. Alright, I think we've got everything. Yeah, we're danging the Ronpa. Or the Rompus, as you say. The Rompus. That dangle Rompus. I think I'm just about ready. I'll hit that load game and get like a load. Oh my god, where are we? We're not looped around in this one though, like we are in Ace Attorney. Chapter 2, class trial interrupted because we were in the class trial and it got interrupted. That's right, we're only, I guess, halfway through. Oh, I got something in my eye, eyelash, That dang old rhombus, right. No, not the octagon. No, we're not fighting in the squared circle. The, what do they call it? Is it just the octagon is what they call the, is that UFC or whatever? Fighting in the octagon. We're gonna hit that continue. We haven't touched any of the Magical Miracle Girl gameplay. I assume that's kind of like the school mode of the first game. I'm not saying that the gameplay is the same, but it's like a side tangent extra thing to do. I don't know if that's something we should wait until we've completely beat Danganronpa 2 to play, or if we should play that kind of while we're playing Danganronpa 2. I don't really know. I haven't touched it though. We're gonna hit that continue. Trial!
I'm Mon Ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Don't talk to me about throbbing.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
Yeah, that's kind of how the game works.
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that!
Well, you're gonna have to, because that's how the game works.
I can't do anything.
That's true.
Annoying.
That's a fact.
But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do.
And honestly, I think it might be the most you can do. You've been pretty useless to us.
Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
It's the don't forget to save regularly. What does that mean in universe? I swear, this entire game is a simulation. It has to be. Everyone in the game is in a simulation. We're all gonna wake up in Matrix-style vats. Like me as a player, I say regularly, but she's not saying you, the player. She's saying everyone, which I assume means, you know, all of the characters, right? If she's talking to the characters, they can't save. They're not in a video game. Unless they are!
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
Yeah, where does that leave us now? Where were we?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
There's a bunch of, like, empty cups in the trash can that I have no idea how that's related.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Yeah, the little yellow gummy bear.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Anything can be a clue if you put your mind to it. You've just gotta believe.
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
I mean, I feel like that would be one of those things where if I woke up from being like drugged or whatever and thrown in a dark closet, I feel like a gummy bear on the floor might be one of those things I just wouldn't notice. So like it either wasn't there or I don't remember it being there, but we'll just take her word for it for the time being.
Just as I thought.
I thought there was a hair in my coffee. It wasn't. It was a tiny piece of ice. I'm doing iced coffee. I didn't want a hot drink. It was a tiny sliver of ice. I thought it was a hair in it. I was like, blah, 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 blah. There's a hair right there.
Just as you thought?
Just as I thought? You thought? We thought? She thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
I'm gonna say sure, I guess, But I feel like, again, if you woke up in a dark closet after being drugged and knocked out, your first thought after opening the door and seeing a dead Mahiru wouldn't be, oh no, let me throw away everything and tidy the place up. Like, you know what I mean?
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
And if that's true, that means the killer must have been still around.
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
Or perhaps never left to begin with.
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
Or on top of. They could have been in that like bathroom area, or like if they had shimmied up that window, which is hard to reach, but if they did, maybe they were on the roof of the building and you didn't notice.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide!
Well, you were hiding in the closet, but that aside.
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
You did? See, like, I just feel like if you were so panicked and so upset that you went running and screaming from the beach house, you wouldn't have been like, oh, but first let me peek in the shower room. Because, like, if you woke up after being drugged and thrown in the closet and you see a dead Mahiru outside your closet, I wouldn't want to stick around and get killed myself, you know what I mean?
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I
wonder a lot of things, Chiaki. I'm a wonderer.
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I should hope so, or we're dead in the water here. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? No, I was just so... I really very much want to play this game. If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. All right, this is new to me. During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. What? Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. Is it like a race? You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake and the left mouse button to jump. There was a mysterious comma in this sentence that isn't necessary. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press the escape key during the Logic Dive, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Good thing too, because I already don't remember what he said the control key does. Right mouse to brake, left mouse to jump, control key to something. She's right, this might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Ah. Just open mouth, I don't know. Think. Do the Winnie the Pooh, think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. All right, I'm going to do it. Gonna logic some dives. Some dives, drive-ins, and... What's the other one? Dive-ins, dodgers? Duck, dodge, dip, dive, dip, duck, dodge. What's the Guy Fieri? Duck, dip, dive. Drivers, dodgins, and... What am I saying? I'm having a stroke right now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like drive-ins and dives. It's the like triple D. You know what I'm trying to say? Diners! That's the word, diners. I couldn't think of the word diner. Oh, I was losing my mind over here. Faster? How do I go faster? When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before arrived or after? I assume before. I'm gonna go this way. Hang on, I gotta look at what these do. What was the control button? Control key is accelerate. Ah, okay, that's the button I wasn't clicking, you see. Brake is right, jump is left. Gotcha. Control key is what I couldn't remember. They had to be there before, right? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I didn't take damage, did I? That's my life. Did I take damage? They might have arrived after. I don't remember. It was around the same time. When did the killer leave the beach house? I guess after. Well, that's if they came. We haven't discovered if they came back or not. I think they were still around. I know she's saying that there was nowhere to hide, but I think she was like on the roof. Does that count? Did that work? Sure. I think we did it. I have no idea. Whee! Woohoo! Wah! I'm gonna assume that I have to avoid the giant blue fan-looking things. Question 3. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? I can come to like a dead freaking stop, dude. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? The beach or the beach house? Well, Hiyoko said that they weren't in the beach house. I think they were hiding in the beach. Like underwater or something. I think they were like a Totodile. Oh, no. What do you mean? I think they were. We haven't decided. We never came to the conclusion where they are. What do you want me to do? All right, screw my theories. Okay, apparently they were in the beach house, but not in the bathroom, not in the lobby, and not in the closet, so whatever. I don't like it. I don't like the logic dive. These are all things we haven't decided on yet. It's like, is it this or that? I'm like, it could be either. We don't have any evidence. What does blue and red mean? Does it mean anything? Does red mean I hate this. How do I know what I got right or wrong? When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Does before Hiyoko arrive mean wrong? All right,
it's all coming together.
It's all coming. I hope so. Oh boy, you lost me. Complete!
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
That's what I think, but I got yelled at.
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
I do spend a lot of time thinking to say disappointing things. I do that.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Try Spanish.
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
That sounds about right.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
I think she was hiding in the beach. I'm just saying, Logic Dive said we were wrong about that, but that's where I think they were.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I don't think you can make Akane do anything. I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. I don't think Akane's gonna bop me on the head, though. Akane, you wouldn't bop me on the head, would you? I'm not Nekamaru. What was his name? The place where the killer was hiding. The place where Hiyoko hasn't looked is... spot selection. I've got a minute. What, the table? The drinks? Was she hiding in the drinks? There were a bunch of drinks removed. The drinks? She was hiding in the refrigerator? Or he? I think a woman did it. The killer was hiding inside the fridge, they'd freeze. I don't know. Hiyoko was in the closet. I'm running out of options here. You're gonna climb a mountain made of ice. There's always fighting when you play with 2 players. Oh, Chiaki's talking. I thought that was me. Chiaki, what are you talking about? You're gonna climb a mountain made of ice. There's always fighting when you play with... Is this a reference? What are we talking about? Crap. Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. Is it an Ice Climber reference? I didn't play Ice Climbers. Well, where else would they be? Hiyoko was in here.
Here!
Am I stupid? Hiyoko was in there.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
Okay.
The closet? That's where I was locked up.
That's what I'm saying. What am I missing? What do you mean?
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
Okay, so we're going to assume that she didn't check the closet carefully, but we're going to take her at her word that there was no gummy bear there when she woke up. So, okay, bear with me. This is actually stupid. We're going to assume that she paid enough attention to know there was no gummy bear and check the bathroom for no people hiding, but we're also going to assume that she wasn't paying attention to the closet. What?
But could two people even hide in such a small place?
Yes.
And without Hiyoko knowing?
The second part is where no one seems to agree. Yes, it's not a small place. Yes, two people could have been in that closet.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Okay, sure. The killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. To be fair, just to be clear, I'm on board that there are plenty of places to hide. There are plenty of places, like, it's a big enough closet for two people. They're all acting like it's small. Great. Listen, I'm on board, but I'm not on board with the idea that Hiyoko wouldn't have noticed somebody, but would definitely have noticed a tiny gummy bear there or not there in the closet. You know what I mean? Because, especially when you're talking about not seeing a thing. Did you not see a pair of goggles? Did you not see the tiny dead rat in the corner? Did you not see the dollar bill shoved in between your butt cheeks when you woke up? Like, what do you mean? I can only think of one place. That's right, the place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... One place? They could have been wearing one... Oops, I didn't mean to click. I couldn't see my mouse. The killer could have been inside a diving suit, underneath one of the surfboards. They could have been underneath one of the shelves. One place? Only one? You can only think of one place? Crap. Sorry, I didn't mean to click. Where's my mouse? There we go, I can see now. One place. It's the suits. The killer was hiding inside the wetsuit. Maybe! If they're so good at hiding, maybe they can appear in Bonanza Bros? I don't know what that is. Crap! All right. The surfboards? Here! Okay, yep, that's the only place.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Okay, sure.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
I did forget that there was a case.
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think?
Yeah?
Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case.
I guess that makes sense. Okay, so you've got a surfboard case. The killer took all the surfboards out of the case and hid inside the case. Which means you have to be pretty small to fit inside a surfboard case, right? So there's like definitely no way that it's Nekamaru. He's way too big, for example.
The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
The killer was also close to you when they were knocking you the F out. Just be glad that you're alive.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
Could you imagine if they weren't holding their breath and you just wake up in a closet and you don't see anybody and all you can hear is breathing? How creepy that would be.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
I don't know that that saying actually applies here, but sure. It's a stretch, but sure, Ibuki, you're trying. You're trying, Ibuki.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
Okay, that's one I've never heard before, but I like it. I like that one. I could use that. I could keep that one. I'll tuck it away in the back of my brain.
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Like I said, Ibuki, you were trying.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
Indeed.
I agree with that as well.
No one cares what you think.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
That's what I said.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her.
I mean, You could, if you planned things out really carefully, but...
If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan.
I mean, to be fair, their evidence being one tiny yellow gummy bear is not a great plan, so it was pretty desperate to begin with.
Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Stalking like a spider on a web in the corner of the closet.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
What?
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that.
What's it like?
Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I mean, no one's gonna stop you, are they?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
Who? What? Huh?
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
Who? What?
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Yes.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
I would assume so, because it would be really weird if you found a body and there were 3 people in the room when you found the body, and if there was no announcement, then you know one of the other 2 is the killer. Like, you would know you're in the room with the killer. So I think the killer does count.
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
Monokuma, have you never thought that out? Have you never thought that far ahead? Have you never actually considered the fact that you could deduce the killer if you didn't count the killer?
You don't sound very articulate.
Right? Right. That is how it works, right?
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that.
Not really. Like, it's pretty logical. It'd be weird if it didn't work that way.
I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
Well, yeah, no, I assumed as much. No, that doesn't sound like an excuse. Like...
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
Right?
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but...
What deduction did you use it for? What have you haven't said what you deduced.
Depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, yeah, if the killer doesn't count. The killer counts, right?
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
What do you mean ambiguous? Does the killer count or not? That's really, really important. Because if the killer doesn't count, that's really important.
Flexibility, huh?
Are you serious?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Is it no? Is it no?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
What? What? But not this time. From now on it will. You never even thought about it, did you?
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
At least at the same time. Isn't it supposed to be, is it 3 people at once, or once 3 individual people have found the body? I always thought 3 people, like, at once needed to, but 3 people individually, I think, makes sense too. I'm trying to remember our past cases. Usually, by the time we show up to a dead body, we're, like, with somebody. Usually, not always. But even when we're not, like, it's like we end up getting a group together pretty quick. You know what I mean? Is it just after 3 individual people? So in this case, 4 would have. So with Mahiru, who would have seen Mahiru's dead body? We've got the killer. We have Hiyoko, obviously. Peko came from the beach, I'm pretty sure, because she was out swimming. I think she said she was at the other beach, but she was out swimming. So that seems like she could have. She's like she's on my hit list. She is definitely on the list. So that's potentially 3 right there. Who else would possibly have seen the body before the announcement went out? I forget when we got to the beach house. Oh yeah, Soda got there before us. Right? So, okay, yeah. So you got the killer, you've got Hiyoko, you got potentially Soda, me, and Peko if she came to... I don't know if Peko went inside the beach house or not, but she was on a beach. That's 5. That's too many people. So the killer is either one of those 4 people I just mentioned, or Peko didn't go inside the beach house. In which case we have our 4. I hope that made sense. It makes sense to me. Really depends on if Peko went inside the beach house, whether or not she's included in that. It couldn't have been Soda, though. We were with Soda all day. So of the people I listed... between Hiyoko, possibly Peko, Soda, and myself, those are 4 people. I know I didn't do it. I know Soda didn't do it. We decided that Hiyoko didn't do it. So Peko absolutely did it if she went in the beach house. If she didn't go in the beach house, there's a mystery person we haven't figured out yet. Okay. I'm just saying. Alan, you were the 3rd witness. Well, the thing is, there has to have been 4. The thing is, there must have been 4, according to Monokuma this time. The killer and then 3 innocents. All right, continuing.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
Did we ever leave the original topic? What do you... No, let's pursue this longer. I think I've deduced a strong candidate.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
Indeed.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
Which means it does have to be someone small or skinny enough to fit in a surfboard case. Which again, I think like that knocks out... Of everybody we have, who's that knockout? Like definitely Nekomaru, right? I gotta look up my list of people. Fuyahiko can fit in a surfboard case. Nekomaru definitely cannot. I guess pretty much everybody else kinda can. Gundam's getting kinda a bit too big there. He's short enough, but 163 pounds. Would he be too thick? Would he be too dummy thick? I don't think so. He might be able to squeeze in it. How big is Soda? See, Soda could probably fit. 5'6", 141. Like, that's, I think, skinny enough. Peko could, if Soda can. Soda can. Yoko definitely could. She's itty bitty teeny tiny. She could fit anywhere. Nekomaru is like 6'4", 268. He's not going in a surfboard case. Nagato. Okay, he's got 5'9", like Soda, but he's a little skinnier. So, you know, maybe Nagato. Or did I say Soda? I think I meant Gundam. Regardless. The first people you think saw the body was Hiyoko or Peko, then Soda. Yeah, because we know Hiyoko saw the body, obviously, because she's getting set up. We know the killer saw the body, we just don't know who that is. We know Soda saw the body right before me, because Soda and I went running to the beach when we heard the scream, right? So we know Soda saw the body before me, and then me. Peko, I don't know if she saw the body or not. I just know that she had been out swimming. So she theoretically could have, and then lied, you know, pretended she hadn't been there. And I think when we heard the scream, I think we were there before Chiaki and Peko and Ibuki and Sonia arrived. I think we made it there before they did. Gorjan, welcome, welcome.
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
I wouldn't go so far as to say the simple life.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear.
Yes.
The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Yeah?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
Wait, what blood mystery?
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too.
Or you could just tell us, Nagato, if you're like such a smart. He's giving me Byakuya energy from the first game, where Byakuya would like act like he knew things, and then we would say something that he didn't know, and he'd be like, "Oh yes, I totally knew that the whole time."
Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
It was so obvious. I'm so smart. I just want to deck Nagato so bad. Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the Truth Flashback. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you will be able to memorize it. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flash back? Well, yeah, you'll just have to trust your keen wits. Keen wits. You'll just have to trust in your keen wits. Your keen wits. Won't you? Your kiwis. You just have to trust your kiwis. By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. Please remember that it is only effective when refuting points. Well then, good luck and have fun. Gotcha. It's the memorizing thing, but now there's weak points. Make your argument! Shower room. Is that the only truth bullet you're gonna give me? I'm sure we're gonna have to literally do a flashback since we just learned about it.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
I think so.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Correct.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
I don't know about that.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Correct.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
Well...
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
You say that like other people don't do that?
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
If I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction. The question is, which things do I need to combine with which things? Hey, person.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
How does this work?
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they use
Oh, does it not
something
work
other
on
than the
blues and only
shower-
works on red? And how does that work?
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
And
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
I can't use the truth flashback on blue dial. I thought I couldn't use it on, so I thought I couldn't shoot blue with the truth bullet, but I thought I could maybe turn a blue into a truth bullet is what I was thinking. But maybe I just made that part up. I thought I could remember anything, but I could only use it on like orange. Is what I thought they meant.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
Right, so this doesn't work, right?
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wet?
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
Maybe it's the other, perhaps someone other. Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the...
Maybe they simply
They couldn't use the shower, right?
They blocked
So
me last
washing it
time.
off would have been impossible.
There!
No,
No!
that's wrong.
That's wrong!
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower.
There's a whole ocean of water right outside the door.
They could have just as easily used something else.
The ocean. I'm just saying.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Oh, I don't know. It's not like we haven't been living on islands for the last few days. Something other than the shower that was used to wash off the blood. It's possible that it was the drinks inside the refrigerator. There were a lot of drinks that had been emptied out. There were a lot of drinks in the trash can. That is a thing. Do you think they used the I don't have any other explanation for the drinks in the refrigerator. I'm gonna go for it.
I see.
The drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I guess. It's not what I would have thought to do first, but I guess that means you don't have to leave the beach house all bloody. You could do that from inside, because you can still pour the drinks in the shower room and use the drain, even though the showers don't work.
I've seen through it.
Echo, you want to fight?
in theory, but that's impossible.
Echo, it's a little weird that you're upset about this. It's a little weird that you're disagreeing with me on this.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand
That there was a bunch of water missing, yeah?
that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Why's that? Rebuttal showdown! Footprints, metal, trash, iron, metal bat, trash can. I'm sure we're gonna use the trash can.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house
Sorry, I don't know how to
refrigerator.
do this.
However, try one bottle. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
The duel! Oh, I don't remember how to do this! Oh, I win!
We
Advance!
can't assume they used just one drink. They could have
Obviously.
used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Duh.
Didn't I say it was impossible?
You said it,
there
but-
were no water. There were only
Oops.
flavored drinks. But if you use those to wash the blood,
I
will come
definitely
off in your body,
sliced a
it will
thing I
leave
shouldn't
an
have.
aromatic smell too. Especially if you used that alone would raise suspicion.
Hang on. I sliced the thing that I think I wanted to shoot. Could it be that the first allegation was intended to lead to this outcome? But I should have evidence to use against your argument now.
Didn't
I
I
do.
say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the.
Ha!
Through those words!
Through those words! Break!
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
Like a bajillion.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
You're awfully adamant about that.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge.
And I can prove it.
And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
In what way said a fallacy? Like, dude, she's not good at this.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can.
Should have been. Not only should there have been, there was.
Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Yeah, Chiaki, back me up on this. You were there.
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Yeah,
Well, now that you mention it,
I did mention it.
when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Don't say that. You're gonna ruin my credibility here.
You should have said so sooner.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
That's how I know you understood it, Ibuki. Yeah. Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, they'd be all wet. Now who can I think of that showed up to the diner all wet? If they did that, that person would be Wet!
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
I have, Nagato. She's been on my hit list like this entire trial. I haven't had the evidence, only the suspicion.
See? Just as I thought.
You do that? You think?
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Yes.
Is that true?
It is.
Let me ask, who might that be?
It was Teru back from the grave as a zombie! Roar! If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Are they gonna make me do it? Yeah, let's do it! It's gotta be Peko! Not only because she came at us so hard about the water, there she is. Not only because she came at us so hard about the water bottle situation, but from the beginning I knew it was sus that she showed up at the diner drenched in water.
You're the only one!
You're the only one for me, baby.
Peko. Is it you?
Peko, how could you? That's not a no.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
Pretty much because you were wet.
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Indeed. Sopping. Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body.
Although, I am wondering, does that mean, because Peko was in her bathing suit, right? Now I am kind of wondering if she literally murdered Mahiru in a bikini and then had to get the, because you would think that she would be clothed and that it would be so much easier to just like be clothed and then get rid of the clothes. I guess she figured it'd be easier to wash herself, I guess. I don't know, dealer's choice.
But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry.
I mean, it's a little odd that Peko decided to go straight to the diner after washing herself instead of, I don't know, going down the beach and standing in the sun for a little bit. Water will evaporate pretty quick if the sun's hot.
So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
And it was a decent cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Hold on, you bastard.
I'm holding.
You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right?
Does Fuyuhiko have the hots for Peko? What's happening right now?
So maybe she really was swimming.
I mean, I originally did think she was swimming. I thought she used the beach to wash off the blood, not the water bottles. So, I mean, I was down to believe that, but...
No one even saw her swimming.
True.
No. I saw her.
Is that true, or are you lying because she's like your, like, boo?
Huh? After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home.
The beach isn't on the way home. I don't believe you.
So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
I mean, yeah, if what you're saying is true, correct, but... Okay.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
I don't think he forgot so much as he's just lying. But why? But why, Fuyuhiko? But why? Yeah!
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer!
Is it, though?
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Well, once she was clean, she could have left... Like, we need to discuss the window thing, I'm sure. But, like, once she was clean, she could just go out the front door like everyone... Oh, the footprints thing. Oh yeah, the footprints thing. Okay, so yeah, we have to talk about the window. Okay.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints...
You guys throw around the word impossible way too much.
Then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Objection!
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
Who cares about that? I don't know, Fuyuhiko. If we get this wrong, we all die. I don't know if you remember that little tidbit. I don't... Maybe you've forgotten. But, like, if Peko did do it, and we don't get this right, we die. That's why. Is he in love with Peko? That's my leading theory so far. That or Peko is his, like, surprise second sister. Or something. I don't know. Maybe she's got mob connections. Chaki's thinking. She's plotting. She's piecing it together.
We might have an answer.
Maybe.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
You want it to be.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
Go on.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The window, which is hard to reach, but if you're like a crazy ninja swordswoman, I feel like you could have done it. The killer's escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. The small window in the shower room.
I see.
I see.
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Which was open. It's not like it was locked or anything. I know it kind of looks like a grate, but it just swings open.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
Again, you guys really bank on things being impossible that aren't impossible.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
Fuyuhiko didn't help her, did he? That also makes sense. If he was the accomplice. But if he was the accomplice, because the accomplice doesn't get to escape with the blackened. Only the blackened gets to escape. If Fuyuhiko is the accomplice, what's he getting out of this? You know? Unless it's about revenge for his sister, so he doesn't actually care if he dies. But even if that's true, then why does he care that Peko wins? He could just throw her under the bus right now and say, oh, I know she did it. What does he get out of this?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Well, not necessarily, because then she could have turned around and, like, reached down and, like, hoisted someone up or whatever. I'm not saying it would have been easy, but, like...
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
That is possible. We haven't found anything like that.
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
They could have, though. Like, surrounding the beach is like forest. I mean, I know we didn't find a rope. I'm just saying they literally could have thrown it outside, and that's actually pretty legitimate.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Oh, right. It's illegal to litter. Ooh, that's Nekomaru's smart. Ooh, Nekomaru's got some brains on him. That's right. It's against the rules to litter. Now, to be fair, if they used... Again, we haven't found any evidence for this. If they used, like, say, a tree branch that they found, and then they had, like, yeeted up onto the roof ahead of time, and then escaped out that way, and then yeet the branch back out into the woods, is it littering if it's a part of nature? You know, if it was like a branch or a vine, like that's not litter, right? I know I'm overthinking it, But I'm just trying to think that if you were going to be the murderer, you'd have to be thinking about these rules and how to get around them, right?
Rule number 3, littering is not allowed. Let us coexist with this island's bountiful nature in mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
That's true. I had forgotten about that, and that is fair.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
Okay, well, there is still a way.
No, they just have to use an object.
And then not litter.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us. We just said they couldn't use an object.
No, we just said that you couldn't litter.
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
That's it.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
It was Pecco's bikini. Or something. I don't know. Like, if you use clothes and then put clothes back on. I'm just saying.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
The object was her bikini. She was butt naked and she used her bikini top as a rope. Or, hear me out. Hear me out. It could have also been, like, if Fuyuhiko was the accomplice, he wears that, like, suit all the time. He could have used his suit or whatever. Threw up his suit up to Pecco. Pecco lowers it and uses it like a rope or whatever. Yeah, it'd bust up the suit. But I'm just saying, you could use clothes of the accomplice, and then the accomplice just buggers off, and you're good to go.
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
That would be rude, Hiyoko.
No! Please don't be violent!
Mikan's always the one that responds to Hiyoko's nonsense. Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. Again, if we're running with the idea that she had an accomplice, which I'm not sold on that, but if she did, she just needed to leave the object with the accomplice, and then the accomplice would leave with it. It wouldn't be that hard. The only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window... Hangman's Gambit. 2 words, 1 family. It's 6 letters and 5 letters. What do I have? Can I look at my... Oh God, I can't. I wanted to look at my truth bullets. I wanted to look at, like, if I had a picture of the scene of the crime. How does this work again? What are the controls? I've got floating letters moving around. Move cursor. Catch and release and explode right mouse, but that's a lot of things. Fast forward is the control tab. Letter explosion, send to keyword, left mouse button. Okay. Cursor's special move. Cursor's special move? What the hell does that mean? Concentrate, space, okay. I don't know, what does Q do? Oh God, whoa. Oh, sorry, I'm not paying attention. How does this work? I can combine those and then that sticks around or whatever. And then what does that do? Ah, I don't remember how to play this. Don't mind me, I'm just goobing. I'm just goobing over here. Okay, so 6 letters, 5 letters. I was trying to remember what was even in the room. You think you remember the answer? There was like the mask. There's a bunch of bees happening. There was the bat, the baseball. But that doesn't fit. Baseball bat. Oops, that was not what I meant to. Okay. I mean, M-A-S-K, mask doesn't work. I'm just destroying things. I got 3 minutes. What bat? The baseball bat. But that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit, though. It was a baseball bat. Right? This is why I wanted to look at a picture. A hint? I don't even... We had the mask, we had the bat. What else is in the room? we're getting a lot of B's, W's, A's. Why doesn't it not let me look at my stuff from here? That's so annoying. Let me look at my truth bullets. Let me look at my truth. That's so annoying. It wasn't in the room. It's on this room. This room? Like the court? Like in the trial room? Like in the trial? What the heck does that mean? Similar to a bat, but isn't the bat. A stick. A tree branch. Mikan. Use her like a bat. Swing her around like a bat. Whoa! Hiyoko. Close, actually, with Mikan? I'm close with Mikan. Got it. Definitely really close to Mikan. I'm close? Mikan. All right. What was it? She likes garbage smells or something? What was it? Medicine? Nurse smells? You already gave a hint? I don't see it. Similar to the stick. A stick. A wooden pole. That's not enough letters. Wooden fits, but pole is P-O-L-E. That's 4. I think it's 6 and 5, right? 6 and 5. Well, it's what W-O-O-D. What? Okay, let's see if there's been a. Oops, I did not mean to hit. I hit the wrong button. It's B. There is a B. 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 Banana. Banana fits. But banana fits. Banana. Where's the A's? give me an A. Banana. There is an A. Banana. What has happened? Banana? There's no way it's banana. What letter are we? B-A-S? What's an S do for us? Nope, not a God, they're throwing a lot of things at me. Bam! Bam! Balls. I need you to stop. Bam! Bammo? Bammo. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Bambi. Bambi? What are we spelling? Bambo? Bamboo? Bamboo! I need another O. Give me another O. I need 2 of them. I think, right? I'm not allowed to just... Yeah. Bamboo! Bamboo! We are so left field of where I thought this was going. Bamboo! We use some bamboo stick! Bamboo! Bamboo M! Bamboo S! Bamboo stick! Stick fits! Can I get a T? Oh, there's too many things! Bamboo switch? None of these letters, I need like a vowel. SWD is not a thing that exists. Bamboo SWS does not exist. Don't shark me, I need a vowel. Bamboo sword. Bamboo sword. Oh my god. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. I do need a D, but not right now. Give me an R! There we go. There we go. Holy cow, that was the hardest game I've ever played in my freaking life. Bam. Complete.
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
I don't think I knew it was bamboo. The characters might have known it was bamboo. It might have been mentioned at some point in time. I don't think I knew it was bamboo. I'm like 2 words. I'm like, what the frick am I doing here? Stick? Oh my god. Peko's the ultimate swordswoman. It didn't help that, like, okay, she might be a swordswoman, but there was 2 words, and like bamboo was not on my radar. So I was lost without a cause for a good long bit there. I honestly thought she just had a real sword. I thought she was running around with just a legitimate sword. Now, you might be thinking that wouldn't be fair. Why would she be allowed to have a sword? I will remind us all that Genocide Jill ran around with her murder scissors, and no one questioned that. I'm just saying. That took me a hot minute.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
That's why I said you were close with stick. A bamboo sword is basically an oversized stick. But again, nowhere was I thinking bamboo. Nowhere was that crossing my mind. I didn't even mean to hit the B. I meant to right click, which blows up the letter. I meant to right click and I left click. The B was an accident.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Oh, she was. That's true. She was. Who wears their sword and a bikini? You can't go swimming with a sword on your back. That's true.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Must have.
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Which, I'm just trying to envision that. That's impressive.
Sword as a step stool?
That's what I'm saying.
You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily!
Honestly, Akane, props.
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
I don't know a lot about ninja. That's impressive. That's impressive. I don't know what else to say. Well done.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
I guess. Yeah, exactly.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
I mean, with that attitude.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Yeah, she's pretty skinny. She could have fit in the surfboard cover. She's light enough to climb up the wall pretty easily. And she's fit, too. She's a swordswoman. She's fit, so she's very physically capable.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the Parent-Teacher Association. I mean, the Panic Talk Action. Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. From this point on, you will be able to use Fever Time by pressing the space key during PTA. When Fever Time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. But that's not all. You won't miss during Fever Time either. By pressing left mouse button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault. But only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called Nega Time that your opponent can use too. If your opponent activates Nega Time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. I'm terrible at rhythm games. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I will not be doing that. I refuse. I would sooner just fail. I'm not gonna tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. Just another reason to not do that. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard!
I hope he's yelling at the narrator right now, because that would be really funny.
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword?
And what about it?
It would have been left in the shower room, and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Well, we just decided she's a ninja. She probably, like, hopped with the sword or something, or just leaned out and grabbed it while it was leaning against the... Look, listen, we already decided she's a ninja!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
She's got that cover she keeps on the sword, that, like, covering or whatever. She could have wrapped the covering around the sword, held the covering, stepped up the sword, got to the window, and then pulled the sword up with the covering. I don't know. It's not that complicated.
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me!
You swear a lot.
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Hiko, why are you... Panic talk action! He's malding? I don't even know what that means.
That's obviously impossible!
I don't even know what malding is.
Shut up!
Am I doing
Don't
it right?
Fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible!
I'm focused so hard, I'm locked in. Oh, I'm missing! As soon as I started talking, I lost my lock-in.
I'll sell your fucking organs!
Don't you do that, I need my kidneys!
You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off!
That's not hard to do.
Bastard!
Oh, I got something in my eye! Ah, did I do it?
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
The bag! Did it? How do I do it? Bag! Did I do it? What the frick? I clicked it! What was I supposed to do?
Proof, you bastard!
I clicked it!
That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool,
how do I do it?
Been left behind.
What button? What do you want? I'm confused!
Got proof,
I don't remember how to play! What the frick am I supposed to bag? I want the bag! Am I spelling something? How does this work again? E. I never remember how to play this stupid game. Lock on, attack, reload, fever time, press space, final strike. Once you've destroyed the enemy's voice gauge, they'll deliver their closing remark by pressing on the term in the correct order. Okay. You will complete your final strike and clear the game. If you fail, you'll take damage. Gotcha. I have to use all of them in an order. Got it. I thought I had to. I thought it was like, you know, with the what the hell was the surfboard game that we were playing? Not Panic. The dive, the logic. I thought it was like logic dive. You had to pick one. God darn it. I thought it was like the stupid logic dive.
Shut up.
Don't negative me.
Don't fuck with me. Got proof, you bastard. If she used the bamboo sword as a step
bag.
This is the end.
This is the end. Break!
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag.
That's what I'm saying.
When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword bag to it.
That's literally actually what I said.
And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
Yeah!
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape.
On the meat bone. Oh yeah, that was like the first one, right? The meat, like on the meat bone? What was even the actual, was it the meat, on the bone meat or something? I forgot about that. I couldn't remember how this worked.
Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that.
Bone on the meat. Meat on the bone. Is that what it was? On the meat bone makes a lot of sense, though.
Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
Why would we, like, Nagato is so up his own actual butthole because he worked with Teru Teru, and let's, like, see how that turned out? That didn't turn out good for Teru Teru. Nagato was like, oh, if only you worked for me. No, that's a terrible idea, and everyone knows it. Nagato is just delusional.
No, you just back off.
The smartest thing Peko could have done is to never deal with Nagato.
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
And also, why? Did Peko do it just to get off this island, or was there something more to it? Because we had the whole, like, arcade game and everything. What was that all about? How does that relate to Peko, and why did Peko care?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions!
And why does Fuyuhiko care? Again, Fuyuhiko, in a past life, cared about his sister, but that's not Peko.
You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof!
I don't know, I think we're pretty done here. You can vote for whoever you want, Fuyuhiko. I think everybody else in this room, though, knows what's going on.
Got it, you bastard!
Like, that's the thing. Like, we know from the first game that you don't need everyone to vote for the same person. Because that was the whole, like, Taka and Mondo thing. Taka refused all the way to the end to ever vote for Mondo. And, like, Mondo still got voted off. Every single one of us in this room could just go ahead and vote for Peko, except for Fuyuhiko, and it's fine. We don't have to convince him. We don't have to, if you really think about it.
It's fine.
Confession time.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
Yeah. She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? That's what she's saying? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least.
Some Sun Tzu wisdom? What?
Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Is there any possible way that it wasn't Peko? Is there any possible way it's not? I don't see any other way out of this.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Now you're making me nervous. Now you're making me nervous. What's this about?
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Okay, Chiaki, what are you seeing?
Can it wait until after the voting?
It really cannot.
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
Right, that is the thing that I don't understand either. Why did Peko do it? Other than just get off the island like anybody, you know. Everyone wants off the island, but why Mahiru? Why did Peko do it?
My motive?
Yeah, your motive. And of course, Fuyuhiko's motive for defending you. Something is fishy here.
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right?
As far as I can tell.
Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
I could see why Fuyuhiko would go on a random vengeance quest just against everybody from the game, which included Mahiru, Hiyoko, Mikan. I could see Fuyuhiko going on a revenge quest, but why Peko?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
I don't buy that. Huh?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
She got the crazy eyes. She got the crazy eyes. Maybe she just crazy. Maybe it's that simple. Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges.
And yet...
There is only one reason I kill.
Oh, so she definitely has killed before. Like, she's like, oh yeah, there's one reason I've done it before and I'll do it again.
For the sake of protecting justice.
Are we gonna find out, wait, what was the name of that superhero that Sonya was really into? Are we gonna find out that Peko is secretly that random superhero with the mask or whatever?
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of.
But she crazy.
Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Yeah?
Hello! Earth to Peko!
Ibuki, she's gone. She's taking that rocket straight to the moon.
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish.
When you say immediately freeze, do you mean like there's like justice is like a physical thing that you could remove?
I will not allow that.
Imagine she pulls her sword and just starts murdering all of us with her wooden stick.
It's fine, just stop it.
Fuyuhiko, what do you know? What do you mean it's fine?
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
Yeah?
I'm telling you to stop it!
I don't think she's gonna stop it.
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
She's the sparkling justice!
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
You're not wearing a mask.
Justice complete!
You know, if I hadn't just seen the crazy eyes a moment ago, I just wouldn't be buying it.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
This feels like one of those memes that you see on like social media. You know, where it's like, she's a 10 out of 10, but her room looks like this. What do you guys do? It's like, she's a 10 out of 10, but she thinks she's the sparkling justice. What do you do? I don't know why that thought crossed my mind. It's just that she's crazy. Don't think I can fix her.
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
Whatever that emote face is.
Now then, let's execute justice!
I guess.
What? What the fuck?
Soda's brain just broke.
Peko, what are you doing?
Right?
I am sparkling justice!
Poor Soda's right next to her. He is so, like, he's right to be like, WTF, like, don't turn on me.
In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice!
What is that emoji? What? Is that supposed to be like a sparkling eye? Anyway.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Peko finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful.
I don't think. Is violence allowed in the courtroom? Do we have to be careful? Can she actually attack us in here?
Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice.
Yeah, serial killer, or like she would probably, yeah, she would lean towards vigilante. She thinks she's like a Batman type character.
Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals.
Like Dexter if he wore masks.
She is supposed to be... but... huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask.
An ally of justice? What if Fuyuhiko is the real justice? Thank you for following, Chai.
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, The sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp.
Okay.
Justice should also be the same.
Yeah, that's looks like a face like throwing a star, like a maybe like a what do they call the ninja stars? A shuriken, like throwing a shuriken. Can't take it so seriously. It's really hard to take that mask seriously, but it's glowing. Her eyes, they glow. Imagine going down a dark alley and that's what you see is just that mask glowing at the other end.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? Peko is the killer? Why is it turning out like this? Honestly, the fact that Peko's gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs makes it a lot easier to just say, it's definitely her, let's turn her in. Like, okay, everyone's freaking out, but like, we're all still voting for her, right? Right? She did do it, right? Like, this is about to not be our problem anymore, right? I know we're all scared, but we don't need to be scared of her in like just a few more minutes.
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Yeah? Oh, Nakuma, you can't be asleep. You have to adjudicate.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
Take a look. It's a killer. As if Monokuma himself isn't also definitely a killer. Like, let's like be so for real right now.
This again?
Huh? Sleep talking?
I do that. I terrify people.
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
Chiaki's locked in. She's like, okay, so that was really cool and fun and everything, but you didn't answer my question. Chiaki's locked in.
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow.
Well, weren't you really crazy about keeping the sun alive or whatever? But like, so long as there's a sun, there's always shadow, right? That's like how light and dark... Anyway.
Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
So you're saying Mahiru was evil. It's hard to believe based on what we know about Mahiru, but okay.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
Right?
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And even if she played the game, why was Mahiru her first target? Like, I don't think Mahiru was... It's been a little bit since we played the first half of the trial, but I don't think it was Mahiru that was the one that killed the first girl. She's the one that took the picture, which would have exposed someone else.
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
The killer's accomplice. So you believe Mahiru was the accomplice, which I kind of get because Mahiru had the picture and didn't turn it in right away, which is like a mistake. But that seems pretty extreme, right? I'm sure she destroyed the evidence. I can't remember how it went down. I thought from the game I forget who the girls were. Like, girl did D or A or B or whatever. The girl that did it, that knocked over the vase or whatever. I thought she took the photo and she's the one that ripped it up. Or did I just make that up? I might have made that up. I can't remember exactly how that went down. Who's my favorite character? I really did like Mahiru, but I had a soft spot in my heart for her because she was a redhead. I love my redheads. Fellow redheads, unite. I love the way she said, jeez. I liked her a lot. She's dead now. Of the living people that's left, my favorite probably goes to... Of the living people, who is my favorite? We're kind of buddies with Soda. Gundam's a lot of fun. Gundam's kind of annoying, though. But he's kind of fun, too. I don't know who's my favorite of the people that are alive right now. I'm kind of a mixed bag. Everyone loved Mahiru. Mahiru was great. I liked Mahiru a lot. I wasn't like, I didn't know she was like my favorite really, because I hadn't picked a favorite until she was dead, and I felt really bad when she was dead. And I'm like, I think she was my favorite, because I felt pretty bad about that one. Girl A was Mikan, girl B was Hiyoko, C was Ibuki, D was Mahiru, and guy F was Fuyuhiko. Right. Should have seen the Game Grumps reaction. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course.
Oh god, she's posing. This is the end. This is the last thing you see before you die. I mean, this was probably the last thing that Mahiru saw before she died. Think about that for a minute. Think about that for a minute. This is probably literally Peko in a mask making some sort of stupid pose with a baseball bat. This is probably the last thing Mahiru saw. I'd be a little annoyed. I'd be a little annoyed if the last thing I saw before I was brutally murdered in an alleyway somewhere is by some masked anime girl striking a JoJo pose. I'd be a little upset.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Yeah, is that what you think you did?
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's a psycho.
She's so gross!
And that's saying a lot, because Hiyoko's also kind of gross. With the whole not showering thing. I'm just saying.
Peko, is this your true identity?
Because who's Hiyoko going to shower with now without Mahiru? She's going to be stanky again.
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important.
Determination. Proceed.
I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Okay. Look at Hiyoko's sprite actually just bugging. Hiyoko's sprite just bugging out right now. She's having a rave right now.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore. Let's just end this farce already.
Yeah, Mahiru was actually pretty chill. She could be like a little, like bossy's not quite the right word. Like she would stand up for when she had something to say. She'd stand up for herself a little bit. But beyond that, she was pretty chill. I liked her. End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer. In the end, there's no mistake, it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Still, gotta know how Fuyuhiko is involved in all this. I guess because Fuyuhiko played the game, so I think he's trying to keep Peko alive so that she can continue to do justice for his sister, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the play is there. Closing argument. Start. Begin! Oh, I gotta do the comic book. I'm always terrible at this. How does this work again? You only get so many of these at a time, and then you have to fill it in. All right, let's start from the start here. Mahiru approaches Hiyoko. She's nervous, and we might not have a thing for this yet. Peko's listening in on this or whatever. Letters do happen. I don't think we're... Hang on. How do these buttons work again? I think the letter thing might go here. Yes. Because you got this little situation happening. Over here... Oh, God. Okay, so this is the knockout thing. That comes later. So let's go over to here. Yeah, this could go there. I don't know if that's a little redundant. This might go up here. Like she's peeking in, like she's coming in. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm so smart. Yes, indeed. I'm a friggin' genius. So she's already dead. So we don't need the bat one anymore. The sword doesn't happen yet. I bet the water, yep, over here. Now we're gonna get some new stuff. Stock 2! Let me just go back to the beginning again. Like, look at what we got. The mask, we got Hiyoko, we got Peko. Peko here feels redundant. We got Mikan over here. Mikan arrives at the beach house, right? Okay. And then we've got the bamboo. So not here, not there. Hiyoko, that's the beach door, right? So Hiyoko probably goes here. Yas. This is somehow easier than the first game when you just had everything and you had to piece it together. This is somehow making more sense to my brain. Oh my god, I just now looked at this panel. Oh, I just looked at this. This is the creepiest panel of all the panels I've ever seen in my life. He's got the, what's the mouth-washing guy's name? It looks like the mouth-washing guy. I know I keep saying he, but it's actually Peko, but you know what I mean. The comic book's your favorite part. I hate the comic book part. The second game made it easier for me. In the first game, I just struggled to know what the frick I was looking at. I struggled so hard. Anyway, does the mask go here now? I feel like the mask feels redundant. I do have the sword tying up, so that definitely comes soon. That's her running away. Here's the sword things. This probably goes here. Yeah, I would say this probably goes here. The mask would be back here somewhere. When did Mikan come into the beach house? I don't remember. I don't think that's relevant until after this point. I don't think that's a thing. Okay. So we probably need to use the mask here? Probably? Yeah. Okay, nice. Stock 3! Nice. We got footprints, a lot of Hiyoko stuff, and the gummy bear. Let me just start at the beginning again so I don't miss anything. Nothing here, I think, is needed. Unless, of course, like, it seems Hiyoko made a promise with someone? A promise. That might go here. It feels weird, but let me come back to that. Because for sure, like, this is already this, so that's not a thing. But if we go to here, eventually... This is after she leaves. Okay, I think the gummy bear is at this point, right? Yeah. Yeah. This seems redundant. So I'm gonna guess the footprints go here because she ran out. Again, that's redundant, that's redundant. So this, yeah, the promise with someone must just be this, right? Yeah, ahead of time. Got it. Nice, we're killing it. I got 6 minutes. So many minutes. Okay, so at this point, this is probably her waking up. Yeah, Hiyoko wakes up. No? That's fine, I'll take a little damage. I got a little... Look at the killer went inside the surfboard cave, all cuddled up, all cozied. Oh, I guess I'd probably need that first, right? Yeah, this first. And then Hiyoko wakes up over here. I just got a little over...
Here's everything that happened in this case.
I've done it.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hiyoko.
Thank you for the 100 jewels. The 2 jewels for the hundo. You know what I meant. Thank you for the hundo.
Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive.
Indeed.
She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character.
Makes enough sense.
Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later.
Ooh.
However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer.
Darn.
The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan.
Which feels like if that's what happened, is that they didn't devise their plan until they overheard that conversation, then they had to come up with that whole murder plan really fast. Like, they really put that together quick, which was probably why it was kind of flimsy with the gummy bear and everything.
By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m.
Only she just never even saw the letter.
And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m.
I straight up don't check my mailbox. If someone left a letter in my mailbox for some secret meeting or whatever, I'd straight up just not see it. I don't check my mailbox now for mail. My mail is always late. Always.
By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet.
Putting her to sleep, knocking her out.
So they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon.
Oh man.
The metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath.
Gosh.
According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left.
As like a memento. That wasn't necessary. They didn't need to leave that behind. They did that on purpose, and that was a really dumb thing to do.
I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them.
Yeah, I guess. Popped Mahiru's poor head like a pumpkin.
Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body.
Like a zillion.
They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator.
A zillion water bottles. They should have, what Pekka should have done, just to clear the evidence, right, was like bagged up the water bottles and then like left the beach through the forest so no one would see her, dump the water bottle, or maybe even at the diner, if the diner has like a dumpster out back. She should have brought that trash to a different place. That would have been helpful for her.
We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else.
Would it? Would it though?
After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand.
I guess I didn't think the surfboard case was like a bag. I guess I thought it was like a hard case. It really does just look like a sleeping bag.
After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet.
Right? Can you imagine?
I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house.
I feel like if I were in Hiyoko's position, I would have fled to people and like announced what happened as quickly as I could. And I feel like I would have earned her some more brownie points, just in terms of like not being suspected. Like if you're the person who killed somebody, you usually don't go around telling people someone's dead. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know. You don't know what you're gonna do until you're in a position like that, I guess.
Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her.
You can't see the other chatter. I'm multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So if you see me talking to somebody that you can't see, just assume they're on the other place. I don't put the chat on screen for reasons that I'm not gonna get into, but yeah, I multi-stream. I'm on YouTube and Twitch at the same time right now. Yeah, I'm not just talking to the voices in my head.
After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko.
Which is such a tiny piece of I mean, like, it definitely was evidence. We definitely were using it, but it's such a random choice to set Hiyoko up with. It's a desperate piece of evidence.
Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used swoosh, the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand.
It is impressive. I would have fallen over and knocked myself out on the toilet. Absolutely.
As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened.
Except that she was all wet. She showed up at the diner all sopping wet, which is like the #1 reason I have been suspecting her from the beginning. I'm like, that's sus. She was at the beach.
But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house.
I don't remember. What did Chiaki bring? She's got like a box. Did she bring food? I don't remember what she brought. I don't remember what that's supposed to be. Look at Soda just chilling out in the back booth. I like how he's not even facing the door or where like anybody would be coming. You would think he'd be sitting on the other booth facing the door and out the window so he could see the girls coming. Because the whole reason Soda and Hajime are there to begin with is to wait for the girls to get to the beach. And he's totally not facing a direction that makes sense. I'm just saying.
So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
Peko Peko. Unmasked. Complete.
I see. And what of it?
She's like, okay. She's like, yeah, I already confessed, so I hope you had fun doing that whole comic book spiel, but I already said it was me.
She's like totally cool with it.
She's like totally crazy.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Yeah, but she did it on purpose. That's why she's not ashamed.
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Freaking emotes, dude.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
I'm kind of on your side. It's just, now that we're here, now that we've made it this far, it almost feels too easy. It almost feels too easy now.
There's no way you can kill me.
If we vote for her, and Monokuma goes to like do his little execution thing, and she like escapes and continues to harass us throughout the entirety of this game. If she's like, what was her name? You guys ever watch Total Drama Island? I didn't watch the other Total Dramas, but when Total Drama Island 1 came out, because I was a big fan of Survivor, I watched quite a bit of that show. What was the redhead's name? Izzy? If Peko is like the Izzy of this game, and when we vote her out, she just kind of sticks around anyway in the background, that's going to be really funny. That would be really great. Like Hajime's brain cells in an ADHD brain solving these games, right? He goes to another place.
Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
Oh. Gundam, of everyone here that can judge Peko, you are the last person allowed to judge Peko. You're delusional in your own way. You also think you're a demigod.
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
Understood?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
That's okay, Mikan. You're either too pure for this world, or you're also a secret psycho and you're just really hamming it up right now. I'm not look, I can't tell if I really believe Mikan is this poor innocent soul, or if she's secretly a freak and we just, like, we haven't discovered that yet, where she's gonna have her own secret genocide Jill story. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for you to be a secret freak. One of these days.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on.
They're all a bit cuckoo. Yeah, everyone's having at least a spoonful of Cocoa Puffs. A little bit.
In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
So this is her final decree. She's like, I did it. It was me, but it was the right thing to do. Justice prevailed. I need all of you to die now so that I can live and go about the world creating more justice. You all just have to sacrifice yourselves for me. You know, honestly, that is the last card she has left to play. You know what? I respect it. Game recognized game. Right, Mikan?
Are you serious?
I think she's serious, but we're not gonna do. Fuyuhiko might vote for somebody else since he seems to be in love with Peko or whatever's going on, but
it's not serious. It's justice!
Well, I vote for life, and I will be voting you out.
If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world?
You know, that's for us to know and for you to never find out.
Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice!
If she could have been a really terrifying cult leader, you know? If she got all of us to believe in her early on, if she really, like, gathered us up and she's, like, you know, the leader, like, before Fat Byakuya became, like, the leader of the group. If Peko could have been the leader of the group and started a cult, this would have been it. This would have been the move.
Hurry and carry on justice!
Isn't it evil to kill evil? I think that's like a psychological isn't the word I'm looking for. It's philosophical. It's kind of a philosophical question. Like, if you do the Batman thing, right? I'm gonna use Batman as an example for vigilantism. Batman's whole shtick is that if he kills people, he becomes just as bad as the evil people. So in his eyes, he can run around and do his vigilante thing because he's not as bad as everybody else. So if you follow that philosophy, then you would say, well, Peko's evil because she, by killing people, has become the very evil that she's fighting. But if you don't believe in that, if you believe in, like, the sort of, well, like, one less bad person in the world is more good in the world. Like, if one person sacrifices their own goodness to be a bad person but takes out 5 bad people, then there's 4 less bad people in the world. So, like, it's a philosophical question. Is it okay to be bad if it removes more bad people? Or is it bad because you ultimately sacrifice yourself for being bad again? Like, it's... Like, does it wash out? Does it not? Do the ends justify the means? That's a philosophical question that's existed forever. Does it matter how you do a thing so long as the end product is good? And you will find a lot of people will argue that it does matter how you go about doing things, that the means do matter. After all, especially with Peko, even if you agree with her and say, yes, Mahiru was bad and she needed to be taken out of this world, even if you agreed with Peko, what happens when Peko decides you're evil and you need to go? You know, who gets to say, you know? It's all easy when we all agree, but as soon as we stop agreeing on what evil is, then all of a sudden, you know, you don't want to be the one in the crosshairs. Very cult leader, though. Time travel dilemma. Time travel? I don't know anything about time travel.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
Maybe Fuyuhiko.
If we let Peko
Exactly, that is what Pecco's asking us to do.
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Yeah, I'm not buying the tickets to that show, thank you. Listen, I value my life too highly.
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
Here's the thing, Pecco, what if I'm evil? I don't care.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
We do need to vote her out because she's crazy and I want to live, but...
However, before we do that...
Yes?
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
I don't believe you.
Ah, he finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares?
It's basically where if there was a time traveler who kills future killers, would they be in the right or wrong because they could have changed? I think the issue with the time travel thing is that if you can time travel, you have the ability to alter the course of events such that bad people don't have the opportunity to be bad at all. That's kind of the thing. It's kind of like, do you need it? We'll do the classic go back in time and kill Hitler thing. We'll do the classic, right? Do you need to go back in time and kill Hitler, or do you just need to go back in time and alter the course of events such that a Hitler-type character would never be able to rise to power? You know what I mean? So you don't need to kill Hitler if you just never make World War I happen. Hitler is a direct response to the atrocities of World War I. If you prevent World War I, you prevent Hitler. So, like, the evil thing is you don't need to kill people to save lots of people. And, like, the World War I thing was, like, one assassination attempt, right? So, like, what if you just go back and save Franz Ferdinand instead? Now you, not only do you save the World War II and all of the genocide and all of that stuff, now you also save the millions of people that died in World War I. All you have to do is save one Franz Ferdinand and you're done. Right? The time travel thing, people just don't give it enough thought, I guess? I don't know. Especially when you butterfly effect it, where it's just like one small positive change can impact the world.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Here we go. Monokuma vote. Imagine it was Hajime. Wait, who voted for Hajime? Oh, how's this gonna go down? Class trial, all rise.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
Wait, what? Hold Sonia? I know Sonia was, I don't remember exactly the details of what she said in the library. I know Sonia was kind of into the story of the Sparkling Justice. That was back when I thought Sparkling Justice was a made-up person, like out of an anime or something, but...
Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Why?
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Huh?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Pecco is the killer.
One failed assassination wouldn't change much. They would try again. That's the thing with the time travel, though. You can time travel like a billion times. Here's the time travel thing's crazy because like you can time travel a gajillion times. If you can, right? If we can ever invent easy time travel, you basically become God. That's the thing. They could try again. You can stop them again. You can make sure that they get caught the first time and they go to prison so they can't try again. Also, you know what I mean? Like once you start talking about time travel, it's kind of like, well, you can just keep changing things a million times. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's not like I'm not gonna give you step-by-step instructions. I'm not the time traveler. But like if it's easy time travel, it just becomes like you can do it like over and over and over again. Soda's teeth are never discussed. What's wrong with his teeth? He's a shark boy. What's wrong with the shark boy?
That is true. However...
Yeah, shark. He's a shark man. He's part shark. What's weird about that? You've never met a shark man before?
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Petco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
I mean, okay. She might be wondering. I don't know how that changes anything.
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
I think that's what an enthusiast is.
That makes her an enthusiast!
That's what I'm saying. Ibuki and me sharing the same brain cell.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean...
Is it that strange? People love their true crime podcasts and such.
There's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Petco, right?
Is there? I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about sparkling justice.
Distinct difference?
Is there?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Okay.
Justice complete!
Yeah.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky!
Okay.
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
That was Sonia quoting. That wasn't Sonia literally saying she's it. Did Petco say she's the sun, or did she say she's the moon? Because like the night sky would be like in the moon. The heck was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. Or catch monologue. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. I forgot about the native language thing. So what language was that? Is it Japanese? Because everyone here is supposed to be Japanese except Sonia, who's from some made-up country. I don't remember where. I see. So that's what it was. I think I've got the difference between the serial killer and Petco. The nationality? We're saying the nationality doesn't match? Petco could be an enthusiast herself. She could just be like a copycat Sparkling Justice. I'm gonna go with that, I guess.
I see! That's right. According to what Sonia said...
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
What was the native language?
If she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Or Japanese, because technically they're all Japanese, right? This is in Japan, I thought. Whatever.
Huh?
Okay.
Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Espanol?
So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well.
I want to know if you played this game in Spanish. Like, does it have a Spanish dub? Is it like the other way around? It's like, it wasn't in Spanish, it was in English. I want to know what this says in Spanish.
Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
Espanol?
From Spain?
Huh? Or possibly anywhere else, possibly Mexico.
What?
Petco's dead silence, like, and the jig's up, it's not me. All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Petco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
She could believe she is, if she's just that crazy. Or they could have just learned the language. They don't have to be from Spain. They could just speak Spanish, I guess.
Or, if you insist that you're sparkling justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Hola, soy Mo.
Would you be able to do that?
Soy el Justice.
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off.
Yeah?
However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished.
She said duty.
My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Is she gonna be like someone who works with the Sparkling Justice? What do you mean as a tool?
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
That was all crazy. Yeah, what was the point of the mask?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
Did it? Did the mask fulfill its purpose?
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
So we're saying that you didn't do it, but you acting crazy and using the mask were all ploys to make us think you did it so that we would vote you out. The killer gets away and we all die, simultaneously killing Mikan, Hiyoko, and Ibuki, who, because Mahiru's already dead. All the different people? Uh-huh.
Hey, be clearer. We're asking you what your purpose was.
Yeah, like, I can only think she wanted us to vote for her. But, like, why? Because if she did do it, then we still win. I still don't understand the motive. If it wasn't her, then we still don't know who did it, or how.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
She sounds a lot like Nagato right now. Nagato also is like, I'm a tool for the ultimates. We have too many tools. Why is everybody a tool?
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Yeah, you'd know about that, right, Nagato?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
It's the crazy smirk.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
Yeah, you didn't think to mention it?
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Well, we all were at the beach house at some point. Do you mean during the murder? At what point in time are you referring to?
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
Proof? Proof? I mean, I'm willing to believe Fuyuhiko was there. We ran into him at the diner. I'm willing to believe he was at the beach house at some point in time. I'm willing to believe that. Proof that there was one more person at the scene of the crime. The body discovery announcement from earlier? Probably. The metal bat? I assume the metal bat was brought there by Peko. We did talk about the body discovery announcement before, and I can't remember the order of how many people came to the beach house before the announcement was made. I can't remember. We're gonna go with that one.
I see.
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Guys, I don't know how much more there is. I gotta go refill my drink. I'm getting thirsty. I'll be right back. Oh, she could have killed so that someone else could survive, which makes her a tool. So she sees herself as the weapon. I mean, that philosophically would make some sense for maybe her, for what she's saying. It doesn't change the fact that she did the killing, though. So now it would just be a question of who did she do the killing for, like on whose behest? Which I assume would be Fuyahiko, I guess, if it's related to the game, like the arcade game. Crazy knows crazy. Yeah, game recognized game. Crazy recognized crazy.
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
Yeah. But what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Geez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3.
So, as far as we are aware, just to start the countdown, we know that after Mihiru dies, Peko doesn't count as a number. Hiyoko would be number 1. Person number 1. She was the first person, as far as I'm aware, that saw. If there's someone else in the building that would have seen Mihiru dead, I don't know if they would have counted or not. I can't remember the order. I can't remember when the announcement was made. We need a flashback to that.
If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
Well... yeah, again, I don't remember when the announcement got made, because, yeah, Hiyoko would have seen Mihiru first. And then as far as I'm aware, the next person that saw the body was Kazuichi. But then Hajime, goes into the beach house right after Kazuichi. So...
I see. That leaves us 1 person short.
Does it? Was the announcement made? The announcement wasn't made until after Hajime got there, though, I thought. Because I didn't know who was dead until I walked through the door. So we're not 1 person short. You guys are leaving Hajime out.
So that means there was 1 more person in the beach house.
Am I confused? What am I missing here? The announcement wasn't made until after I got there. So Hiyoko, Soda, Hajime, and then the announcement. That's 3. Because Peko doesn't count. Am I... am I missing something? We're not 1 person short.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules.
Yeah, Monokuma hiding that was crazy.
That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
The body discovery announcement was made while Hajime was outside the beach house? Was it? I agree. If it was made while outside, then yeah, we're 1 short. I guess I just don't remember. Was the body announcement... Did the body announcement just not announce who it was? I guess I just don't remember what the frick was said. All I know is that I didn't know Mihiru was dead until I walked through the door. I thought the body announcement says who's dead, but I guess not. I guess I just don't remember.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool.
Okay.
That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
So are you saying... Is this gonna be some hinky thing where if she's the tool, that makes her a weapon, and therefore she's not the killer, but the other person is the killer? Because I don't think that flies by, like, Monokuma rules. I don't think that's gonna fly. Does Peko count, or does she not count, Monokuma? Huh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Well, the only person that would have a motive to see Mahiru, Ibuki, Mikan, and Hiyoko dead is Fuyuhiko. So are we just, we're gonna, and Fuyuhiko was really trying to defend Peko, so like, it's Fuyuhiko is what we're talking about, right? Select someone. It's Kazuichi Soda! I knew you were suspicious from the first time you invited me to the diner. You were trying to set Hajime up. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? Some crazy 9-head move. I always go to the wrong way to select people.
You're the only one!
You're the only one for me, baby!
Fuyuhiko?
Fuyuhiko is the only one with, like, any reasonable motive of everybody here. I don't think the whole I'm a tool thing is gonna fly. Because I think that's her only defense. I think Peko's like, I'm a tool, I'm a weapon, I'm not a real person. As far as it matters, I'm a spoon. I don't think that's gonna matter to Monokuma, though. Fuyuhiko, what do you have to say to that?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
I mean, yeah.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true.
Okay, so to an extent, because we have all had our like memories wiped, you could play the arcade machine, the arcade game, and you could choose to believe it, or you could choose to believe it's a lie. Here's the thing, Akane's right. There's no reason we should believe that what happened in the arcade game actually happened. All we have is Monokuma's word for it. I think it probably did happen. I think Monokuma's probably telling the truth. I bet the game is telling the truth. But we don't have a reason to believe it, as far as I'm aware, technically.
Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
Yeah, I would call it a strong motive, so long as whoever played it believes it. If Fuyuhiko plays the game and believes that those people killed his sister, if he believes that, yes, that's a motive. You know, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. Should have occurred? Do we technically have proof? Because again, our memories have been wiped of that. Do I technically have proof? There's overwhelming proof of that. Is there? That I'm not thinking of? Fish tank. Oh yeah, in the same room. Sorry, I was thinking of the vase as like fish tank. Right. These are the things that happened in the game, though. Girl E. The folder. The ending prize is found in Mahiru's room. The folder that shows the like picture. The photographs, the ending prize was found in Mahiru's room. It consists of an envelope containing 4 photographs. There was also a letter included saying, try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. I guess it's that. It would have to be. The photos that were the prize. Fuyuhiko would have won the prize, got the photos. The photos were proof that what happened was real. Right. Yeah, because this was one of the photos, was of Fuyuhiko's. Right. This was the girl E's from the game, so that's not real. But this was a real photo. This was a real photo. This was a real photo. I think it said 4 photos, but I don't know what the other one was. That's from the game. I did forget about that. So do I want to use the folder here, probably?
I can prove it with this!
Right.
I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize.
I completely forgot about the ending prize since it's been, because I had my trip. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since the last time we played Danganronpa. It feels like it's been forever. I completely forgot about the ending prize folder. Unless Monokuma was forging evidence on an epic scale. Well, not... I think it would be forging evidence, but it wouldn't have to be that epic because it's just like the 4 pictures. He'd have to forge 4 pictures. That's fairly doable. I don't think you forged it. Don't get me wrong. I think you could absolutely have like people posing as dead. Because like, you know, a picture of like a broken vase is not that impressive. Fuyuhiko's sister with like blood everywhere or whatever. It's like, I mean, how many of you guys have gone to a Halloween party and people all look dead and zombies and stuff? Like, technically, forging it wouldn't be that hard, but I don't think he did. I think it is real. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
Photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots.
Right.
They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out.
It's weird seeing, this is gonna be like a little bit of a side tangent. It's weird seeing them all in their like school uniforms when they're like not all in school uniforms now. Like, for example, Hiyoko, it's a whole big spiel about her being in her kimono because it's really hard to put on and take off the kimono. So at some point in time, in the past, obviously, she's doing this whole school uniform thing, but at some point in time, she gets put into a kimono and then never leaves it again. It's just kind of a complete side tangent thing to think about.
You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you?
Well, he knows now ever since beating the game.
You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first can receive the ending prize.
Which means Fuyuhiko beat the game first, because then he puts that up against Mahiru. Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside? I straight up do not remember this scene. Wait, did we run into Fuyuhiko carrying an envelope forever ago that I forgot about? I wish I didn't have crippling dementia. Shut up! What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
I can't believe I do not remember that.
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it.
Take a look at this photograph. No, that's in bad taste.
Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares?
Well, I'm kind of with you on that, Hiyoko. It doesn't actually, in my opinion, matter in terms of the trial, because obviously, like, Peko did the deed. But if we continue to live after the trial, we do need to keep in mind that Fuyuhiko possibly masterminded and orchestrated a murder. So we probably want to get to the bottom of this now, especially you, Hiyoko, because you're one of the people he's going to want dead. If Fuyuhiko survives this trial, and he will, you're one of the people he wants dead. That's why it matters, and you should care.
'Cause Peko is the killer, right?
For now.
But we already voted.
We did.
That's why I told you. You're all too late.
I think this is a false twist. You're Peko, you might believe that you're safe. I don't think you are.
As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool.
No.
I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill.
But you did, so you're blackened. You're not getting out of this. Like, there's no way Monokuma is letting her weasel out of this. Ain't no way.
I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
You can defy your orders, though, because you're not literally a tool. Like, literally. You're not literally a spoon. You're a human being. You can say yes. You can say no. You chose to be a tool, which means you chose to kill. Like you're really trying hard to make this work, but If Fuyuhiko believes her, then we all voted wrong, and Fuyuhiko, like, I guess survives? If Pekko's right, I guess. Guess that's the idea. You would think, so if you would think that if Fuyuhiko believes Pekko, then he would have been totally on board with us voting Pekko out, and he wouldn't have defended Pekko earlier. So I think the reason why he's nervous is because he knows Pekko is wrong, and now we all know that he's like trying to kill. But then again, he from the beginning was very antagonistic and was like, "I'm gonna kill you all," or whatever he said. He's been very antagonistic all game. So I don't know what he's so worried about right now. What's he sweating for? What Fuyuhiko, what are you actually worried about? Because if Pekko's right, you live, we all die, you go home. If Pekko's wrong, Pekko dies, we all go on the island, we all think you're a dick. But we already thought that. You're fine either way. Everyone already thinks you're a big jerk.
Hey, what's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
I can, but I figure Monokuma will probably do it for us.
It means I'm not the killer.
You are, though.
The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
No. What? What? Gundams. What?
What the hell?
Guys.
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
I don't... Pekko realizes... Pekko's so crazy. Pekko realizes that if she's the killer, we voted her out, she's dead. If she's not the killer, we voted for her. Fuyuhiko escapes, she's dead. She's dead either way. Pekko, you have to realize that whether you're the tool or not, you die. Why did you agree to that, Pekko? That's terrible.
No, I have no aim.
Why do you have no aim? Because if you believe in justice, that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
But my young master does.
My
young master planned this from the start.
She's like... So like a Sith Padawan. I know Sith don't have Padawans, but you know what I mean, right? Like she's like a servant to the Sith overlord. I do my master's bidding.
Young master?
What the fuck?
That is the truth of this case.
Okay, at least in your opinion.
I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
I don't want to undo the vote. Checkmate.
That's a problem.
It's not a problem. Checkmate.
If Pekko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
If it holds up, Monokuma just doesn't seem the type to want this whole, like, killing game to end right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't think Monokuma wants the game to end. You know? This would be deeply unsatisfying. Monokuma was literally snoozing through this whole thing. Monokuma was literally asleep. Monokuma's bored. He doesn't want us all to die right now. You think he's gonna actually take Pekko's word for this and then end the game? No.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Theoretically, Fuyuhiko.
Just... me?
Theoretically.
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
That's what I'm saying!
How would Pekko be a tool in the first place?
She's not, but she's trying so hard to convince us she is.
Pekko is a legitimate human being!
That's what I was saying!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma.
I mean, that is actually true. The arbiter and judge of all of this nonsense is Monokuma.
The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
Just because Fuyuhiko is the mastermind, Pekko is the one who killed. Right? That's what I'm saying. Right? It's like, it doesn't matter that Pekko is an accomplice or a tool or whatever she wants to call herself. She's the one that physically did the killing. That makes her the blackened. Drink every time you say that's what I said. Shot, 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 shot. Everybody!
What the hell?
Oh, we're at the end! I thought it was gonna go to just to be continued, and I was like, what? My 36 points. That was probably the one where I kept failing over and over again. Because I didn't the 4 letter the phrases that you had to do, like bamboo sword bag. That was probably the 36 points there because I didn't know what the frick they wanted from me. What was the 60 points at phase 5? Does it tell you what that was? What was phase 5? Oh, hit the wrong button.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is.
We'll never know because I didn't hit the detail button. I hit the continue button. Whoops. 11 was probably Hangman. Oh yeah, I did really bad at the Hangman too. That's true, that's true. Maybe phase 5 was the bag. No, phase 5 was like part 1 though, right? We'll never know because I moved on. Oh well. Is what it is. C'est la vie.
I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Imagine I hit you guys with a YouTube and Twitch ad right now. Like a straight up like 5-minute ad. Like the longest ad of all time. I hit you guys with a 10-minute ad, unskippable. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine an ad actually does play right now. I have it set to automatic. I have no idea when ads play for you guys. It's in God's hands. Jokes on you, I have YouTube Premium. That's the way. That's the move. I do too. I do YouTube Premium. I get no ads. But you're on Twitch, so your YouTube Premium doesn't really help you. Do you have like Twitch Premium? You know what you should have is a MagicManMo Twitch subscription. Wink, wink. I'm just kidding. Unless I'm just on both. You've got it on both. Man, you're living La Vida Loca. Oh, God. Coaster scared me. You have to go? I'll see you tomorrow. You have to go, but we're at the end. You're not gonna see the execution. Well, thank you for hanging out. We'll see you next time. All right, I have to do the voices now. You have YouTube audio and you mute Twitch. So are you watching me on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, technically? You're power playing. Power to the players. Heck yeah. Get this man a medal.
Yeah, although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed my hero, Koizumi, is...
Oh, hold on a sec.
Sorry. Okay. I'll wait. So sorry. I'm just hesitating.
Hey! There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Pecco's the killer. Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a friggin' human being.
Well...
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
You just
because
don't know.
You just don't know. You don't understand. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. This is literally what like Nagato's whole thing was earlier. Like in case 1. He wasn't claiming to be a tool of murder, but that was his whole... You're just Nagato 2.0, and that annoys me. I didn't expect a discount Nagato. People such as myself only exist to be tools?
Hey.
What does she mean, Fuyahiko? Pecco and I grew up together. You know her? Does that mean you have memories of that? I don't know how far back our like memory wipe goes. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different than that. Is it like the mafia thing? The Yakuza thing? Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in. I don't know if I said that right.
I am nothing but
They
a
gave me a
tool.
reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property. It is a Yakuza thing.
What?
She's like an assassin for the Yakuza. Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. Oh my god.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
Just take all this in, because I guess, yeah, I know he said childhood friend, but like, when Peko said she was taken in, she literally means as a baby. I like the like the baby picture where she's punching Fuyuhiko. And she's still got a sword. She's got a baby sword.
That is my only reason for living.
Kind of interesting that I feel like maybe Fuyuhiko did actually have the hots for Peko, because like at least in the baby picture and then the sitting down picture, like Fuyuhiko's always looking away from Peko and Peko's always looking at him. So obviously she is like she's got eyes for it. Like literally speaking, she's got only eyes for Fuyuhiko, but he's always averting his gaze. And so I don't know if that's an embarrassment. I don't know if that's a like a shyness type situation or whatever. But basically, like, yeah, I totally believe Peko's diligence is not the word I'm looking for. Dedication to Fuyuhiko. I believe that. I don't believe it makes her a tool technically, but I believe that.
Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost.
Even in those side pictures where I can't tell quite what's going on, Peko's still, her eyes are always towards Fuyuhiko. His are never towards her.
Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
Well, I guess you fulfilled that, Peko. I guess.
That is...
Oh, I thought she was still gonna talk. But that is... You're wrong. You're not a tool, Peko. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
Straight to the point. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
Huh?
I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with all of you. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household. That looks like the head hang of shame. It's true.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you. It was... Here's the thing, though. Did Fuyuhiko actually tell Peko to kill Mahiru? Or did she act on her own, assuming that Fuyuhiko would approve? This is what I don't know. Did Fuyuhiko actually order the hit? I still think it doesn't matter. What, did he? Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
Is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs. They made me laugh.
Damn it!
They definitely didn't. Damn it, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me!
She's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead? You tried to confirm it with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So...
Yeah. I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. But I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told that we were connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this.
Aww.
Oh, sorry. I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Oh my god, my heart. Ibuki was gonna cancel her plans and talk with Mahiru. If Ibuki had been around, maybe... Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow until there's not.
Oh.
We wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too! But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. The reason that happened was because of some person here.
Damn it!
I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so,
my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. So he did order the hit, officially. He did say, like Peko, kill her with a bat, do it. That's what I'm getting out of this. He wanted it done with a bat, and so that's what happened. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is
why you killed Mahiru with the bat? But still, I believed her up till the very last minute, that the game was just a work of fiction. So he didn't order the hit. He wanted it done that way, but he wanted to believe it was fiction, so he didn't order the hit. I need you to be clear with me. Did you or did you not literally ask Peko to do this? Because if not, just to be super clear, if you didn't even ask Peko to do this, she definitely did it of her own volition. Just said. Even if you wanted her to do it, but you didn't ask her. But even so, that bitch.
Hey.
Hey, if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you...
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell
Who
up!
cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong, Mahiru said to the literal member of a Yakuza gang. Calling out Yakuza gang members for doing wrong things does feel pretty bold, Mahiru. That's pretty bold of you.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. I know like a lot of anime and stuff like that try to like portray Yakuza as like honorable to some degree, but like there's still law-breaking gangsters. Like, just saying. I hope that I'm gonna say that all this is some Yakuza out there is gonna watch this stream and be like, MagicManMo's gotta go. He said we're gangsters. I'm like, bro. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. So there was a plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiru.
Huh?
Huh? So that's not what happened?
Young master, I am finished.
Fuyuhiko's face. Yeah?
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course. Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand, and pretends to be understood.
There is something really deep about what he said just now, but unrelated to right now.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed. Okie dokie, I'll be quiet.
Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? I don't know if that was necessary. I don't know if she needed to do that. It worked. I just don't know if it needed to be done.
So, we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along.
That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. I don't think so. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Well, hold on. Don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling.
Yeah, I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer.
Well, hold on. I'm telling you to hold on. Monokuma would say that because then we'd all start despairing and he'd be like,
Ha ha ha, just kidding, ha ha ha.
That's what I'm expecting.
I see.
I see. So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. Yeah, because Nagato has a hard-on for, like, discovering, like, the ultimate hope. I see his angle. Nagato, you're still crazy, though. On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great!
You would only get that far because he's your one and only hope!
Wrong.
Wrong. I have no hope. I realize I'm giving Peko and Nagato the same voice. Wrong, I have no hope. I'm just... a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So, I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? I don't think she is. Or Fuyuhiko wouldn't have tried to defend her earlier. Peko was always more than a tool to him. Oh, that's so sad for them. I'm not actually sad because I'm really upset about Mahiru being dead. But if you forget about all that for a second, just this whole like Fuyuhiko, Peko thinks she's a tool to Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko actually really likes Peko for being who she actually is as a girl. But Peko doesn't know that or see that. She doesn't even respect her own autonomy. There's a lot of despair happening here, man. It's rough out there. Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us. Is that your hope? What was that? I gotta figure out how to do a Nagato, dude.
What?
Hold on.
Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey.
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
I don't think it is. I don't think he literally gave the order. Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die. Young Master, you just have to tell the truth. Peko dies no matter what happens. If she's a tool, she still dies because she wasn't the Blackened and the Blackened gets away with it. If she is the Blackened, we voted for her and she died. Peko dies no matter what happens. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Monokuma technically has the footage, the camera footage to what literally happened. I'm just saying, Monokuma can actually go back in the security camera and see was an order literally given or not. I'm just saying Monokuma has that power. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but is this kind of situation interacting with others? Try again, brain. In this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teruteru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course! I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. In theory, now is his time to back that up, to back his words up. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, and you wouldn't have been defending Peko earlier and trying to tell her to back down.
Young Master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but
Hey.
if you insist you're the killer just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. If Monokuma allows it, let's just be abundantly clear, Fuyuhiko doesn't really have a choice here. It's a fake choice. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young Master, I am finished.
You... What the hell did you do?
He didn't give the order. Does Peko even know the truth since they don't have memories? I guess they have memories to a certain extent, just not during the school years, but they remember their childhood and stuff.
You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now.
Oh, so actually, yes, Peko explicitly went against Fuyuhiko's orders, if you think about it, because Fuyuhiko's orders were, we are not in a Yakuza relationship. You are not my hitman. You are not related to me while we're on the island. So that means Peko is not Fuyuhiko's tool. That relationship ended the moment he decided to end it, and that was as soon as they got to the island. Peko acted out of her own free will and is the killer.
You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Fuyuhiko likes Peko.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me.
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, a tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then, why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
The way she says him, as if it's not literally Fuyuhiko. Him instead of you.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body.
I figure that's the only way Fuyuhiko could have left, is out the back door before the bodies moved.
Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me. Forget about the Kuzuryu clan. You better escape.
Fuyuhiko did actually care about Peko, and she just didn't see that. She just did not see it. Rough. So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth. Sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master.
Young master?
I'm a disgrace.
'Cause if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan.
Young master.
Master?
Oh my! So this is how it turned out.
Too bad.
And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions.
Why you?
There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Her plan failed. It was always destined to fail. It was desperate.
Hey.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew what Peko and Fuyuhiko had discussed.
Jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Yep. All of this is for Monokuma's amusement. All of this. We have to remember that.
Well, even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of a trial like that. But too bad. You're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Huh?
Young master.
Young master, you have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself. I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. She'd rather die than not be used. Well, I guess it's gonna be that way. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so.
Even so, I wanted you to escape.
You to escape.
Okay, I guess I didn't need to voice act that. It's always so unclear. I wanted to protect you.
Echo.
Echo.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. Are you sorry? Are you? That whole psychotic break earlier, I'm not Hey, Phil Swift, you're here just in time.
That can instantly patch, bond, seal, and repair.
It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master. I mean, I guess he didn't actually do it, so okay.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Well, that's a little hypocritical. You're the one that started this. Of course. I didn't plan on it. Peko! That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die. That I kind of believe.
So cool!
So cool. But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master
Fuyuhiko, please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool Peko Pekoyama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times? I have to keep. I don't need any tools. You did say that.
Then let's begin. The punishment time, brimming with despair.
Jeez. Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills,
This
chills,
time,
kills!
for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekoyama.
why?
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then,
I've
I prepared a very special punishment.
For you.
I never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed
Never.
a tool. So,
He needed a friend.
you didn't need to become a tool.
He needed a friend. Someone who had his back.
Let's give it everything we've got.
You just needed to be yourself.
I don't think she knew what that meant. I don't think she knew what it means to be herself.
I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young Master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Peko. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young Master?
He's making this harder for all of us.
Young Master!
Well. And here we go. Game over. Peko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. That was a twist. I didn't expect Peko to have the Yakuza connections. And what is... Yeah? Samurai? Monokuma Samurai? Monokumarai? Oh. One woman army! Ultimate swords. Oh. I mean, this is the thing that she's good at, is the swordswoman thing. So Fuyuhiko gets to be a part of this? What? Did Fuyuhiko die too? Wait, did she? What? What did I just watch? What did I just see?
That is impossible.
This cannot be. Even Fuyuhiko? So Fuyuhiko's dead too? Because he tried to save Peko, and then Peko killed him on accident, so then she let herself die? So now they're both dead? This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes.
You bastard, what is this?
This can't be. Yeah, he's not here. He's not here. He's dead too. This is a lie, right? I didn't realize Hajime felt so strongly about Peko. Peko! Fuyuhiko! I don't mean to be a dick, but I cared more about my Hiru than I did either one of them two.
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why you should have just discussed it with me. Damn it. It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes. It was crushed into something so unpalatable.
Oh.
You're still talking about that? The hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed? Akane, in what universe do you think anyone is friends with Nagato? No one here likes him. And he's in his own situation.
Such despair.
I'm pissed. And I even feel so sad and hopeless. But still.
Isn't that right?
It's going to be all right. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth.
Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him.
Him? Who's him? I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? You're just starting to kind of ramble a little bit. Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know? Monami's been a little quiet.
Not yet. He's still alive.
There's a chance?
What?
What?
everyone!
Everyone, Fuyahiko is still alive!
You serious?
Are you serious?
Fuyahiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyahiko's side and then put him out of his misery. If we all kill him at the same time, we can all be blackened. No, I'm just kidding. This is our chance. Oh my god, he's alive! Somehow.
He's still breathing.
Well, hop to it, nurse girl.
Is he gonna be okay?
Well, I don't think it was ever okay, but...
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
We need a transfusion, stat!
Can't you do anything about it?
Tourniquet!
God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid.
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
You stupid brother!
What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I
Huh?
don't believe it.
A surprise order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Duty?
Hey!
Because it's written in the school trip rules.
Rule 6, if the blackened is exposed during the class trial, it didn't let me read it.
If only the blackened gets executed, then Fuyahiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed.
Well, I don't know if Fuyahiko was executed, if Peko accidentally sliced him. Isn't that just like another murder, technically? Whatever.
Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless.
Hey!
But you should be able to do it.
Monica was just deadpan, like, do I have to?
Unbelievable.
Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So,
Fine then, I'll save him.
Really?
like,
I was actually gonna do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Huh? Prepared?
And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance?
Aren't we like a bajillion miles underground? Is that blue sky I see? Where are we?
just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
I don't like that.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients.
The patient's still alive, technically.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
That happened. And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyahiko vanished from our sight. They're just gone.
Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
I mean, what choice do we have? A hologram?
Damn it.
It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened.
Then, all we can do is wait.
Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused my hero's death, you know.
However, we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished. Or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall, my tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
It's gonna hurt Hiyoko more than anybody, I feel like.
Damn it!
I guess. Things aren't as exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. Alright. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. I don't care. MagicManMo doesn't care. But okay, if everybody wants Fuyuhiko to survive... From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. I guess. And so, the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. How many days do we have left? $15, little more than a fortnight. Yeah?
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too?
I do have eyes, yes.
4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them.
Like, at all? 'Cause I was working on that, what with hanging out with people and such.
Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore.
Yeah? Now? Now you're not so sure? This is the moment you realize things went sideways?
Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape.
Yeah? And is that something that you actually have a say in?
For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair?
Yeah.
But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well.
That guy take over our plan's final stage as well. I was willing to believe that guy was Monokuma, which, by the way, I don't think Monokuma's a guy. I think it's still a chick. I don't know if it's still Junko. I don't know if it's like... I don't know. I don't know what the timeline situation is with that. Regardless, I've been under the suspicion that Monami and Monokuma are technically working together. They might be at odds with one another, but technically they're like together, right? So if our plan is Monami and Monokuma, if that's the hour, then that guy is a third person. Monokuma is like a robot, but like in the first game, Monokuma's a robot, but it was like controlled by someone else, right? I don't know who's controlling the robots right now. I don't know if it's one person, 2 people. I don't know if they're just AI. I don't know that yet. But in the first game, Monokuma was controlled by a person, right? Regardless, I think Monokuma, Monami are 2 separate entities that are the hour here. And then that guy, I think, is a third person. There's another person orchestrating and puppeteering everything, I believe.
What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
Resurrection of the ultimate despair? Resurrection? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Resurrection? Junko? Long live the queen?
And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Right, which was the whole world apocalypse thing.
That cannot be allowed! We must prevent that by any means necessary.
Now see, when you say we, who are you talking about?
Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means.
Monami, you've so far proven to be completely ineffectual at doing anything, so I don't believe you, but okay.
Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
See, that's sounding a little bit too close to Nagato nonsense. Chapter 2, Sea and Punishment, Sin and Coconuts. End. Fin. Surviving students? 12. Danganronpa, to be continued. Danganronpa. I got a headband of some kind. You've obtained the present Black Dragon Blade. Oh, that's the sword in its bag sideways. I thought it looked like a bandana. It turns out when you put things into like pixel art, my brain just doesn't have any idea what I'm looking at. I have struggled so hard. Would you like to save your progress? No. Yes, I would like to save my progress. New slot. Save here? Yes. You betcha. Ooh. But we're not gonna continue today. That's where we're gonna stop for the evening. Let me get over to here while I figure out how to close the game. Danganronpa. There we go. There it is. That's gonna do it for today's Danganronpa. We finished trial number 2. We figured out Mahiru's murderer was none other than Peko, who was acting on what she believed to be her master's orders, which was Fuyuhiko, but Fuyuhiko didn't really want it to happen. He was kind of conflicted. It doesn't matter though, because in the end, she was still the Blackened, and we voted her off the island. So that does mean that we don't know where Fuyuhiko's, is it loud? Is the music crazy loud right now? It is. I'm sorry. I didn't know the music was so loud. We don't know what Fuyuhiko's situation is for how he's going to come back, wounded or otherwise. We don't know what his motives will be for continuing, if he's going to be a little bit more subdued now that he's lost Peko, or if he's going to be angry. I don't know if he's going to be out for vengeance, or if, I don't know. I don't know what his situation is going to be when he comes back. I don't know what the rest of us are going to do. I don't know what Monokuma is going to try to use to motivate us moving forward. And I clearly don't know what's going to happen in 15 days. What I do know is that next time that we start, we should have a new island available to us, which means new exploration and possibly new discoveries in that exploration. So next time we play, we'll be starting that. That might not be for a little while yet, probably not until next week. The schedule this weekend looks like actually a pretty short one. I will be playing Kingdom Hearts tomorrow from about 4 to 8, 4 p.m. Central Time. We're starting early and ending kind of early. I have a Discord event I'll be rushing off to after stream. So we've got an early stream tomorrow. And then my stream for Saturday, I am going to be moving to Tuesday night. I had something come up. I will be busy Saturday evening. So the Delta Rune Chapter 5 continuation will be moved to Tuesday night. So for the weekend, I just have tomorrow's stream, and then I kind of disappear for a few days. So I hope to see you guys there for tomorrow's Kingdom Hearts stream. If you can make it early, that'll be fun. I'm enjoying playing it because it's got those retro vibes. Because I didn't grow up with Kingdom Hearts. We're getting close to the end of that one also, by the way. We're getting close to the end. We're like in finale territory. We've got like an episode or 2 of that left, so that's exciting as well. You're gonna head out. We'll see ya. Thanks for hanging out. Before you guys go, I'd appreciate it if you all make sure to hit that like button if you're on the YouTube side of things. There is no like button on Twitch, but if you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button before you go. I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna head out as well because it's about that time. It's pretty close. Thank you for watching, and until next time. Bye!
Keeps burning. We're in fighting.